when that big flappy lizard Alduin showed up in Helgen, all shouting about eatin da world. We boys came stomping through a shiny portal yelling, "Oh aye, crump dat dragon!" We charged in, bashing everything in sight. The dragon roasted loads of us, but we just kept coming back bigger, meaner, and greener, like proper orcs. Alduin got fed up with all the noise and zogged off, grumbling something about better things to do. We took over the ruins, called it Helgen Waaaghfort, and got straight to work bashing da nearby Humies. First, we smashed up Riverwood and turned it into Greenskin Gulch, with orc glyphs and fungus grottos everywhere. Next, we stormed Falkreath, nicking it for brewing fungus beer and setting up a squig pen. Whiterun got a proper bashin too, as we lobbed rocks and flaming cows at it, screaming about all the shiny bits we wanted to take. The Humies tried fighting back, but their puny guards didn't stand a chance. Even the Stormcloaks and Empire Humies kept arguing with each other instead of fighting us, making it even easier to WAAAGH all over the place. While we was crumpin Humies, that big flappy Alduin was busy raising dragons. But dragons just made things even more fun. We found their nests and shouted, "DEY DA BEST FIGHTZ!" while chucking grappling hooks and bashing them with big choppers. Some dragons burned whole mobs of us to ash, but we didn't care. It was a right scrap. Before long, Skyrim was looking proper orky. Ruins everywhere, spores growing more boys, and Humies running for the hills. Even Whiterun fell when we turned their big hall into a war tank with wheels and glyphs, all painted green. By this point, the Humies was zogged. Solitude and Windhelm were full of scaredy Humies hiding behind walls, and even that shouty one, Heimskr, was left alone, 'cause he was too funny. He stood there screaming about Talos while we laughed and chucked rocks at him for fun. But with no more big fights left, we orcs started bashing each other, arguing over who was the biggest and the meanest. The WAAAGH slowed down, but it didn't matter, 'cause the big flappy lizard came back, raising even more dragons. Alduin was all smug about finishing his end-of-the-world thing, though he grumbled, "Them green lunatics made this way harder." In the end, Skyrim was a burny, mushroomy mess. Dragons and leftover orcs kept scraping over what was left, leaving the Humies to hide in their ruins. And somewhere, Heimskr was still shouting about Talos, while we kept laughing. WAAAGH!